Hey everyone, welcome to my new series here on Twitch where I talk about books. Hopefully this setup right now is okay. I'm trying it out. So we have some music while I talk about books. So let's see if we can get the chat to go away. On here. Hi chat, there we go. So we have all these books that we're going to talk about. Okay. So, we have a handful of the many books that I own. So what we're going to start doing is showing the books that are highly requested from different people that I watch on YouTube. When I first started talking about books, I wanted to get different types of books. And one of the people that I watch on YouTube, her name is Nicole Lano, and she actually helped me build up some of the series. So I'll show you what I have currently. Currently I have, in this section, there's a lot of like the book talk recommendations. And then we got Firefly. Then over here we have The City of Bones, which is Shadowhunters, and then the Descendants series. Thank you, Christopher, for the raid of 2. How was your stream? Let's give you a shout out. Also, let me know if the music's too loud. Thank you for the raid. I do appreciate it. We're trying something new on my channel. Also, hello. Okay, we're turning the music down a little. Okay. Awesome. I have the chat. It's somewhere else. So, if you are saying anything, I'm trying my best. So, what we have is some of the books that I wanted to share out of like what little bit I still have. How's your day, Chris? Topher? Oh, there's gonna be a lot of bumping. So we have The City of Bones, all of the Descendants books. We have the book talk recommendations and recommendations that I got from Nicole Lano on YouTube and Carly Reese, that's also on YouTube. And also Alicia Marie on YouTube as well. Then we have Chris Colfer books, the Tale of Magic series. Then we have Miss Meyer with Heartless and Cinder. Then we also have The Hate You Give, more Shadowhunter books, and a highly recommendation from Whodunit. So, I'm going to show which ones I'm currently reading and what's I'm going to read after. So, I'm currently reading We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. My goal is to read a book a month. I've read the majority of these already. The plan is to finish this one and then read a different book. So that's what this is. So, yeah. Checking on chat. Okay, but we're reading We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. Oop, bookmark just fell out. We're hoping to finish this by the end of July, and when we finish this, we're going to read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which I'll show you next. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Highly recommended from Whodunit, and is also going to be turned into a movie. Hi, Dr. Three Balls. Welcome in. Welcome in. Love your emotes, by the way. So this is the next book that we're going to be reading after We Were Liars. Also, hello to Irish Legendary. Welcome in, everyone. I see everybody has come to the new series that I'm going to be doing. So, hopefully the lighting and everything is okay. This is the first time I'm attempting this. Also, hello to Supa8. I don't know if you're a troll. If you are a troll, then, well, at least thank you for coming in. So, we're going to be reading this. It's by Suzanne Collins, which also wrote the Hunger Games series. So, and what I've heard is that this is the story about President Snow. So if you have not read any of the Hunger Games books or have not seen any of the movies, then you don't know who I'm talking about. But if you are a fan of Suzanne Collins and you've read the Hunger Games books and watched the movies, then you know who President Snow is. That's all I'm going to say. We're not dropping any spoilers. I have not seen this. I have not read this, and the movie doesn't come out until November of next year. So the goal is to try and read this in the month of August. So, yep, that's all of that one. Hi, Dixie Vixen. Give a shout out to Hi, Pika. We're gonna give a shout out to a couple of people. So, quick little thing. Okay. So now we're going to talk about this section, which is the book recommendations that I got from people on YouTube, and everybody's blowing up YouTube Shorts with book talk recommendations. So that's what a lot of this is. So some of it's from the old book talk videos, and then the other ones are from newer ones. Hi, Becca. Love you too, Pika. Hi, Dixie. How's your break so far, Becca? I'm doing good. Good, I need food now. Ooh, food is important. Um, for those who are new to my channel that you don't know who I am, my name is Silver Mist. I've been streaming on Twitch for almost a year. We're hitting our 1 year anniversary, August 4th. So the goal for the rest of this month is trying to figure out what we're going to do for the 1 year. And also, I wanted to start a new little series on Twitch where I talk about like my favorite books, and if everybody has, not everybody, but if people have certain books that I own and they want to do a book reading challenge or like a book club, then we can do it here on Twitch. Doing more shout outs. That's what this is. If you don't know who Becca EA is, I call her Becca. She's been streaming on Twitch for, I want to say, about 3 years. She first started streaming video games, but now she is a full-time streamer full-time streamer in the kitchen. She makes really good recipes and she gives so much love and support to her community. She's awesome. I've been watching her for almost a year and she's very nice and she welcomes a whole bunch of new people to her community all the time. So please, if you're not already following, please give Becca a huge follow. She's also partnered with G Fuel and she did release some new merch, and I don't know if she's already partnered, but she has I think they're called hoodies. They're kind of like hoodies. But she has merch. You can follow her, keep up with her on her Discord. She's just so amazing. I love her. You're so sweet. Thank you. Of course. You are one of my favorite. No, you are my favorite streamer. I don't really watch many people do cooking streams or show as much love and support on their channel and making sure everybody's loved. So I appreciate you, and I know that you are on your break, so thank you for popping in and hanging out, and welcome to the Misty Maidens. That is what my community name is. So we're gonna go back to this little series. I'm still keeping up with chat. I hope the setup is fine. I don't know if it's glitching at all. I know that some people were having issues with it. So, we're going to talk about It Ends With Us. It Ends With Us is by Colleen Hoover. I got this book about almost a year ago, and everybody's loving Colleen Hoover's work. And this book is actually going to be turned into a movie, which is really exciting. I haven't read it yet. I want to. Like, there's a little bookmark where I'm going to be reading. But we're going to... Hopefully we can do a book club on this book, because I know a lot of people on YouTube have been ordering this book, and there's another book that doesn't come out until October that's on pre-order. I think it's called It Starts With Us. But that's the second one. It's already on pre-order. You can pre-order it on Amazon, Walmart, Barnes & Noble, any place that sells books. Looks. I appreciate you so much. Looks good on my end. Okay. But it's a really good book for people who've read it, and yeah. It's like We Were Liars has a second book that's not on the back of this one, called, I think, Family of Liars. It's on the back of this one. Yeah, Family of Liars. But this was also recommended to me, and if you know who John Green is, he also recommended it to a million of people on YouTube. So this is what I'm currently reading. If anybody has read it before and you want to talk about it, feel free to comment down below or type in the chat box. And so far it's good. It is a fast read. It's only taken me a while because I do other things. It is a fast read because the chapters are super short. My goal is to finish this by the end of July and then start the Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes, which I'm excited about. But I'm new to reading E. Lockhart's work, and I love it so far. It's like I got this book. Still, oh, it's not even in the middle. But I got this book. It was $5. And if you like the person who wrote One of Us is Lying, Karen M. McInnes, I read all of the One of Us is Lying books. They also have a TV show on, I believe, Peacock. I have not watched the TV show, but basically We Are Liars is about five high school students who all have detention, and one of them doesn't make it. And there's this big old mystery on what to do next and who killed them. And if you like thriller and you like drama, that is the author to read. Not my favorite author, but my favorite author is John Green, who wrote Looking for Alaska, The Fault in Our Stars, Paper Towns. So, anyway, but this is Genuine Fraud. It's another one of E. Lockhart's books. So, as this... Okay, let me get my words straight. I'm just very excited. Sorry. Anyway. We Were Liars comes with 32 bonus pages of content, so it has like a note from the author and 30 pages of genuine fraud. So also they're on the cover of this. You can get Family of Liars, which is the second book of We Were Liars, for that price. You can't pass up a $7 book. This was $5, but very recommended. I have not read it yet. I will have to do like a link to all the books that I say. But I am really happy that they came out. E. Lockhart has more books, and she actually has a website too, which I went on yesterday, and it talks about all of the different books she writes. And also I found her on Pinterest recently, and each of her boards has like the main characters of each book. So if you want to look at the characters of each book, then follow her on Pinterest, which I'll have to leave the link to as well. Then we have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. So there is like a book that you're supposed to read first before you start with the actual first book. So it's like a 0.1. But I got this one from Target. Yeah, I got it from Target back during my first semester of college, and I had it and I started reading it, and then I put it down, and then I got busy, and then I finished it before the new year. This was one of the books that I finished before the new year, and this is just based off of this, the perfect nail-biting mystery. It starts off really slow, but then it starts speeding up when you get closer to the end. And it's amazing. I was hooked on this book, and then I wanted the rest of the series. So I am going to be showing some books that I am currently reading. There's multiple that I'm currently reading, but I'm going to finish We Were Liars and then go to The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. But back to this book. Basically, there is the senior girl who's working on her senior project, and one of her good friends was murdered. It literally says that a high school student named Andy Bell was murdered by her boyfriend. And now that Pip, the main character Pip, is a senior, she decided her senior project would be solving the murder. So that's what that is about. And somehow this is just a very nail-biting book. But I'm also currently reading the second book, which is, I had it in the wrong order, is Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. It's the sequel to The Good Girl's Guide to Murder. And I have them propped up like this so you can see them better. Once I finished A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, I started this one like literally the day I finished Good Girl's Guide to Murder. But trigger warning, there is talk of suicide, of course murder. So if you can't handle it, then I don't recommend these books. But if you are at the age where you can start reading these types of books and you want to get into reading books, I recommend We Were Liars, It Ends With Us, Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Those are all easy reads, and they're all kind of thrillers, which is funny. I'm not a huge thriller reader, but they're very interesting. So, that's what this is. I'm currently, yes, I have a cucumber bookmark. I'm on chapter 3 of it, but I do recommend, if you do start reading the series, and you finish one book, so if you finished A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, read something in between books, so you don't get like weird dreams, because that can happen. Even the author said that some people got weird dreams. But that's why I'm reading We Were Liars between this one and A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, because it's weird. But this one's called Good Girl, Bad Blood. And hardback cover, I got this one also from Target. But you can also get them at Walmart, like any bookstore, really. And then we got the last book of the series, As Good as Dead. I love the art on the book. So, like, there's blood on the headphones. That is duct tape. And then string and paper as for a murder board and, like, fingerprints. I love the detail. But this is the last book of the series. Got this at Barnes & Noble, but you can also get a box set for, like, I think $30 now. They used to be so expensive, but these are all the book talk recommendations. Now, for my more young adult readers, we have The Hate U Give. This is a really good book. I hate when they put, like, actual stickers on here. Yeah, because that's a sticker. By Andrew Thomas. I say that the movie's better. They didn't really stick to the book that much, minus, like, certain parts, but I'm not going to go into it. But there's a trigger warning on this because of murder. Basically, if you don't want to read any thriller books, then don't read it. But this is a good start for a young adult book. I mean, it is pretty long. I'll tell you how long it is. It is 444 pages. But I think it's really good. Even John Green says it's good. You'll see that a lot of the books I do own have huge recommendations from John Green. So, that's what this is. This is a really good start for young adult books. I would say the age group for this book in particular is 13 and up because of suicide and death and drugs and gangs. So I say 13-year-olds are, if they're mature enough, of course, parents, if you see your child with this book, make sure that either you read it before them or you just know what's going on. Do your research before you read any of these books. Hey Pika, how's everything going? I promise I'm not ignoring any of you. I'm keeping up with the chat. Sorry for the squeak, it's the water bottle. The water bottle makes noise. Oh yeah, there is a Pokemon game that you guys can play. I don't know if you guys are registered, but you can register for it. If Pika is one of my mods, she is able to explain more about it. So we're actually going to surprise someone. Becca, now if you put something in the chat, there is a surprise for you. Okay. So what made me want to start this series is I've seen a lot of people talking about books and how nobody really reads books anymore unless they see it like recommendations on TikTok. So what this series is that what the series is about is different books that many people of different ages can read. that are highly recommended. Yes, some of them are from book talk, and like a lot of people on Pinterest is like, these are some recommendations. So I'm not gonna lie to you. If you want to start reading again, you would have to go back to the part where I talk about book talk and read those first. Then you can venture out. Or if you want to start reading again, and some of the books that I have just don't inspire you, some good ones are the Harry Potter series. Easy to be read. You'll connect with the characters, and the Harry Potter books teach good moral lessons. Anything by Chris Colfer or John Green or Dela Cruz, those are really good books, and those are good authors to start reading. So for the end of this month, I figured why not start a series. So this is episode 1 of book talk. So if you are not a big book person, I hope that I at least inspire you enough to do your research and find what works for you. So now we're gonna go into we'll finish young adult / young reader books. So we're gonna move these real quick. Okay. We're gonna start with those, if they don't fall. I need to get a book stand or something. Okay. I'm trying to put our other books back. Oof. That's all by the same author. You know, we'll just buy Firefly. Okay. So these are the Descendants books. And if you don't know what the Descendants are, they're the sons and daughters of the Disney villains. So this is the first book, The Isle of the Lost, where they first introduce... There we go. Where they first introduce the villains' kids. So some of the characters that are in the book is Carlos, Mal, I'll do it this way. The characters that are in the book is Carlos, the son of Cruella de Vil. We have Mal, which is the daughter of Maleficent. We got Evie, which is the daughter of Evie. What's the villain's name from Snow White? The Evil Queen. And then we got Jay, which is the son of Jafar. So basically, each book tells a different story, as you can tell by the title. So we have the Isle of the Lost, we got the Return to the Isle of the Lost, Rise of the Isle of the Lost, and Escape of the Isle of the Lost. So this one talks about how they were living on the Isle of the Lost. This one talks about, I'll do it this way. This one talks about the trouble that happens in the Isle of the Lost. This one is where they are... Oh, I'm blanking. But they all tell a different story, basically. So if you want to see the movies, you can watch them on Disney Channel or Disney Plus, or you can get them on DVD. then we're gonna go into the Tale of Magic series. So, Chris Colfer, you might know that name because he is an actor and also a New York best-selling author. But if you don't know him, if you've watched the TV show Glee, he plays Kurt. And here, I'll show you a picture of him. Kurt. He's from Glee. He is New York's best-selling author and a Golden Globe winning actor from his role as Kurt in the TV show Glee. So basically, the Tale of Magic series is where a little girl discovers that she is special. She has powers, and where she lives, that is not allowed. So each of these books talk about how the girl goes to this very nice academy and learns how to use her powers for the better good. And Chris Colfer, when he was writing these books, he wrote them from like different blanking. He wrote them for little kids, young adult readers. Also, middle schoolers can read these books. They're not that. I mean, they are thick, but there's good morals in it, and I really enjoy them. Plus, what I love about them is that when you get the hardback covers, you get amazing artwork. So that's the castle, that's the castle, which is also the academy, and you have all these fairies, you have griffins, but you have beautiful artwork, and all the hardback books have different artworks. I'm going to show you the artwork. So now we have the Tale of Witchcraft. We have witches and warlocks. This is a good book to read during Halloween because it's witches, but you can read them any time of the year. And then we got A Tale of Sorcery. I waited for this book for a while, and then when I saw that Walmart had it, it needed to come home. I have not read this one, but the artwork is gorgeous. More Chris Colfer. I love the artwork. And now we're going into Marissa Meyer's books. Okay. Marissa Meyer. She has turned your regular fairy tale novels into a twisted thriller robot story. So Cinder is about Cinderella, who is a robot. She doesn't know that she's a robot until she goes to this secret place, and that's all I'm gonna say. So, the first book is about Cinderella. Then we got Scarlet, which is about Little Red Riding Hood. Yeah. So, yeah, this one's about Little Red Riding Hood. Then we have Heartless, which is about okay, hold on. So these are all the books that are in the Cinder series. So this is a standalone book, but it's a mashup of fairy tale, science fiction, and a cross between Cinderella, Terminator, and Star Wars. Prince Charming, Among Cyborgs, and a binge reading treat. These are the last 4 books for this episode. We got our sci-fi thriller. So, starting with sci-fi, we have Firefly. If you haven't seen the show, you are really missing out. But these are books based off of the show. So the first book is called Big Damn Hero, by James Lovegrove, original story concept by Nancy Holder, consulting editor Josh Whedon. There's the back. But I really enjoyed the show, and I didn't know that there was a book series, and I'm really looking forward to reading this again. So this is Captain Mal, and that is Zoe. These are a couple of characters that are in the show, and then that ship is Serenity. And then we have The Last People. We have Cassandra Clare, The City of Bones. This is the first book of one of the Mortal Instruments series. I have not read this one yet. It's super long too. And then another standalone series, The Eldest Curse. I have book 1 and 2, and it's more Shadowhunter books. And this series is actually about I can't remember. Hold on. Okay. This series is about Magnus Bane and Alex and their story together. So, yeah. Thank you for coming into our episode of Book Talk, and the next one we will be talking about We Were Liars. So we're going to see who is currently live. And we are going to raid over to the original Pika Girl. So if you've not seen the original Pika Girl, please give her a follow, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Yep. If we can get it. The original. Okay, if we can get the raid started. We're trying to get the raid. But thank you again to everyone that stopped by, and please, please, please give Becca EA a huge shout out and give her some love.
Would you like some coffee, Dad?
So, I will see you in the next episode. Bye.